I don't know where to put your eggs, you guys. Well, hey everyone, this is Kim at the Able Gardener, and I'm going to be digging up my fall potatoes. Now, I planted these guys probably about 95 to 100 days ago, and with the frost we've had, or below freezing temperature at night, and that was probably 2 or 3 nights in a row, everything that could die has. So the potatoes are dead on the top. I probably could leave them hush. I probably could leave them in the ground, but I don't want to. Any size potato right now I will eat. I love potatoes, even if they're little tiny ones. I'll dig them up, and hopefully I have some big ones after 100 days. So I'll bring you on over and we'll see what potatoes are in the ground. I'm hoping for a few big ones, but who knows. The weather's been nice and cool. I have been harvesting potatoes, you know, coming out and just, I don't know, digging around with my hands. If I find a fairly large one, I'll take it off. Now, I have accidentally pulled off a few little ones, but I went ahead and ate them anyway. So anyway, let's get to this and get to digging some potatoes. So as I feel the soil, it's nice and cool. So I don't think these potatoes would rot if I left them in the ground. They would probably just stay here. They'd probably stay here till next year, and I could harvest some potatoes next year. But I want to dig them up. I want to see what I have, and I want to eat whatever I've grown. So that was one of the last potatoes to come up. It was just a little sprout not too long ago, so I didn't think that one would have much on it, if anything. Well, I was wrong. Got a little potato right there. Actually, I think I'm going to go get a bucket or something, a tarp or something, to put these potatoes on, so I don't just throw them over to the side and get them buried in the dirt. There we go. That pot ought to work just fine. Well, I planted a potato and I got a potato. Let me do one more dig there and get on with this. I don't want it to last forever. And if it seems like it's taking a long time, I'll go ahead and speed up the film. Oh, I can't believe that. One potato for one potato. And I'm getting hot already. Well, I wish I could dig these potatoes and tell you guys a little story or something at the same time, but it's like walking and chewing gum. I don't think I'd be very good at it right now. Now, if you watch the episode where I planted these potatoes, I believe I tried to get mostly Yukon Gold on this one side here, red Norland through the middle, and then white Superior and some purple potatoes on the end. So hopefully that's how it goes. Hey! Another potato. Oh, I was going to say that it felt mushy, but actually that was just mud on it. It's a little potato, but it's eatable. Edible? It's edible. Well, one thing's for sure, this is some really nice soil. This is just luscious. It's so nice and dark, it's fluffy. This is where I had my chickens at one time before I moved them over, well, about 8 feet. So down here on the bottom is some composted chicken manure, and then my regular compost was here that I just threw everything from. I think that was my seed potato. And it's hard, and it's, yeah, I seriously think that was my seed potato. Anyway, like I was saying, this soil right here, this area, was chickens for a long time, probably, well, not a long time, maybe 2 or 3 years. Moved them over. Then it was my compost pile area for a year or two. And then I just put regular topsoil and anything else I could find, I just threw it here. So this soil is really nice. But I don't think I'll be planting potatoes in pots next year. I think I'll be planting them probably here, maybe another place, but I'll be planting them in fall and probably just a little bit earlier than I did this time. That one's not too bad. Now, I don't know, but I think this is my seed potato also. There's only one potato there. It has some growth and a lot of little tiny potatoes coming out. Well, about 6. But if that's my regular seed potato, then that's hilarious. Now, this is a comfrey plant that I put in here, so I'm not going to dig that out. And I don't think when I was planting it that I ran across any potatoes. Well, I hit the middle row with the red Norlands because there are 4 red Norlands, 3 just little ones, and then a little tiny one. Well, I've definitely hit the red Norlands, and that rotted seed potato I just ran across, I tell you, there's nothing worse than the smell of a rotting potato. I mean, it's just got a smell all its own. I'll keep these for the kids because all the grandkids, they love anything that's little. And I thought I saw another Yukon Gold. That one wasn't too bad. So after I dig all these potatoes up, all of them, then I'll go ahead and I'll show you what's in the bucket. Now that is my seed potato. It's all rotten on one side and it's really stinky. Well, throw that in the dumpster. So besides the potatoes, I had tomatoes, sunflowers, different kinds of other flowers. What else did I have in here? Comfrey came up, just all different kinds of things, which was kind of neat, but you know, with all that other growth, and I just wanted potatoes, I threw them, well, I just pulled them out. I hate pulling things out. I just, you know, I try and plant just I try and plant just like the number of seeds that you need to plant to get lettuce or whatever, just because mainly I hate pulling up any little plant that, you know, it could have had a chance. I know that's silly, but, well, look who you're dealing with. Okay, now looks like either a white superior or a Yukon Gold. Kind of looks like a Yukon Gold, so I did get my potatoes mixed up that day that I was out here planting. Oh, I think that's a white superior. So even if I only get enough potatoes for, say, tonight or for 2 nights, then it was all worth it because except for just coming out here and having to plant them, the potatoes were free. They were from my first crop. This place was just sitting here fallow. There was nothing growing here. And then I had the added benefit of seeing if I could grow fall potatoes or if fall potatoes would work in this area. And I think, you know, no matter what, fall potatoes here in my area are a lot better than summer potatoes because it gets so hot here. I mean, when you have a week or two of 105 to 108, your potatoes sit in those containers. The containers were black and, you know, they were just absorbing the sun and the heat. And those poor potatoes didn't have a chance. Especially if what I read was true, that the little potatoes, well, the little guys, let me see if I can find one here. If what I read was true, and these little potato guys that start coming out to form potatoes, if they develop at 65 degrees, then, like I said, my potatoes in those hot buckets didn't have a chance. Now, I'm really surprised that I'm not seeing a lot of worms in here. Actually, I don't think I've seen one worm in this whole area. So I don't know what that's about because when the compost was here, it was full of worms. But there are none here, and I guess it's because of the cold. They've gone down lower where they can be insulated from that freeze. Whew, I'm getting a little tired here. Now way over here in the corner, here's a cluster of red Norland potatoes. Now take a look at that. This is how potatoes, oops, I dropped one, but this is how potatoes grow. You put your seed potato in the ground, and then it's down here below, it rots off. But just right above that is where your potatoes start sending out these little shoots, and it'll get a little potato on there, it'll grow big. Another little potato, or maybe that's my seed potato, I don't think so. Maybe that's the seed potato down there. This is how your potato grows when you plant them in the ground. So you have your seed potato that's down on the bottom, then your potatoes start growing out just all around the top of that, but you don't have potatoes that come out up here anywhere. So it's not like the more soil or straw, things like that you pile up here. I mean, it's great to hill up potatoes, but you're not going to have potatoes coming out from up here. They're all going to come out from around, anywhere from 4 to 6 inches around your seed potato. So, you know, top these off as much as you want with soil and whatever. They're not going to grow anymore. They're all going to grow just around this bottom area and up, you know, just a little ways, 3 or 4 inches. But I've never seen any potatoes grow up like past 6 to 8 inches. So I didn't hill these up a lot. I hilled them up some just to cover up the seed potato, but other than that, there's your little botany lesson for today. That's how potatoes grow. I see, I think one more plant, maybe 2. Well, you guys, I'm gonna go through here one more time just really quick to see if I missed any potatoes. I don't think I did, but just one more time and then that'll be it, and I'll show you the potatoes that I got. Well, you guys, that was quite a bit of work digging up those potatoes. I didn't know it was going to be so dirty and sweaty, but I hopefully don't have any dirt on my face. But I found a little shorty pot to put the potatoes in, so I'll shoot you down at that and I'll dump the potatoes in there and we'll see what I got. Now, of course, like I said, some of these are going to be small. I really don't care when it comes to eating them. I will eat any potato that you put in front of me. Well, there's what I grew, you guys. I wish I had a scale so I could weigh these, although I don't think I need a scale. There's not very many there, and I would say maybe 5 to 6 pounds, I guess. Anyway, I have enough here to eat potatoes for at least 2 or 3 nights, and it was just an experiment anyway to see if I could grow potatoes in the fall, which it looks like I can. I'm going to plant them a little bit earlier next year, and maybe start sometime in, maybe September. I'll start my fall potatoes sometime in September, and then they'll have a little bit longer growing season before it freezes. I'm sorry, you guys. I was going to say something and I looked up and there's an SR-71, and we have an Air Force base not too far from here, probably, I don't know, 10 miles or something. And I haven't seen an SR-71 in a long time. Anyway, I am just, I'm drenched, I'm hot and tired after digging those potatoes. I'll let you guys go. Not a bad take, really. So I'll take these inside too and get them washed up. And I will be seeing you guys later. Thanks for being here with me, you guys, and take care. I'll see you later. God bless. Bye-bye.